Hello starfish enthusiasts, my name is RidersDX and welcome to a very impromptu and emergency Riders Talks video because today I saw something very peculiar on twitter.com and it's crazy. I've had a journey with this information. So first of all, just to give some context, I recently got back from a teeth cleaning at the dental office and I was basically told that my teeth are dark shit and I'm gonna need to come in more often to get them cleaned so that I don't lose my teeth. So I'm already in a mental state of chaos and psychosis, so this is just great. But then I come onto twitter.com and I get a post from Speed for Spectre. So first of all, shout out to you. Thank you so much. You're such a great supporter. They tweeted me this saying, Patrick is Shadow the Hedgehog to SpongeBob Adventure era when you think about it. And then there's this cover of a Patrick Star game over here from Outright Games. And so when I first laid my eyes on this, I thought this was just a fan mock-up. I mean, just look at it. It looks like these are renders that could have come from like Sponge on the Run or something like that. So I was really just like, oh, this looks like a fun little cover. You know, I would play this game if it came out. And so I retweeted it saying that like, this looks fun. I would play it if it was real. And then I decided to look a little deeper into it and I saw other tweets about this. And apparently this is real. Apparently this is an actual game. And I'm just like, where the fuck did this come from? This is, you know, Outright Games is not a developer or publisher that's ever been associated with SpongeBob games before. And the reason I really did not believe this is because out of the entire history of the SpongeBob video game universe, I don't think we've ever had a game that was solely dedicated to one character like this. But given the fact that SpongeBob itself has been going that direction with like the Patrick Star show, the Sandy movie, I heard that there's a Plankton movie in development right now. There was some word about a Squidward thing coming out. It does seem like the franchise is really trying to expand into its own universe. And I guess I just never really thought about that applying to the video games as well. And so the reason why this is potentially real is because this actually comes from a listing on a retail website. So I never heard this website before. It looks like it's in Europe and the website is called Biba, however the fuck you pronounce it. So on this listing, there's a few pieces of information here that I want to go over. And so there's a description. And so first of all, it's listed for multiple platforms. So not only is it listed for the PS5, but it's also listed for the PS4, Xbox Series X, and also the Nintendo Switch, which seems pretty typical. There's also a description over here that gives us a lot of information about this alleged game that I find to be the most fascinating part about this entire thing. So let's take a look here. Patrick fans, your time has come, and Bikini Bottom is your open world playground. You're telling me that this is going to be an open world game? Not only are we getting a Patrick Star game, but it's an open world game? Like, this just sounds fake. Sounds too good to be true. You can skydive with just a parasail or nothing at all. I love that reference to the SpongeBob movie. Search for buried treasure in the dump or release the rage in Mrs. Puff's rage room. I mean, I'm not surprised Mrs. Puff has a rage room actually. That makes a lot of sense for her. Use almost any item you find, from the reflower to a paint can, to make the world more Patrick, and take on challenges only Patrick would attempt, set up by SpongeBob, Sandy Cheeks, Mr. Krabs, and more. So become the star of the show, put your silliest ideas into action, and enjoy the physics-based chaos that unfolds all around you. So, this is crazy. This is crazy. Not only is there allegedly a Patrick Star game, which this franchise has never done before, but allegedly it's an open world game, which I would have begged for Cosmic Shake to be an open world game, to be honest. I think that engine is just primed to be a fantastic open world game. And the fact that this game, this random ass game from Outright Games, might be the first taste of a SpongeBob open world game is absolutely bonkers to me. And so the last piece of information I want to review over here is that there is an alleged release date on this page as well. It says October 4th, 2024. And the more I think about it, the more I sort of believe this, because from previous Outright Games that I've seen like announced and such, they usually do announce a game like a few months before releasing it. And this is about the timetable that you kind of see it. Game Mill Entertainment does a kind of a similar thing as well. I remember Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 was actually announced maybe like 2 months before the game actually came out, which is absolutely insane and bonkers, but whatever. So yeah, I'm very, very interested in this game. I will say Outright Games is it's pretty much game mode entertainment with a wig. You can't really expect much from this company. They don't really have the best track record in terms of giving us like amazing high quality games, but the concept itself sounds very interesting, and I just am really curious to see as to how this will turn out. I will say they released a Ben 10 game not too long ago that I actually did a video on. I actually got a sponsorship from them and I made a video on it, and I actually genuinely enjoyed my time with that game, and that game was also a bit of an open world sort of game as well. So I mean, if it's a somewhat decent game, I'll honestly be happy, because I mean, I was really not expecting anything SpongeBob related to come out this year, but here we are. They're really trying to dive back into SpongeBob video games, I can see. I really do hope that THQ Nordic does give us another SpongeBob game eventually, because that's definitely the developer I expect the most out of all the developers that have touched SpongeBob in the last recent years. But nonetheless, I'm sure that we'll probably get some sort of like gameplay trail about this game eventually, and it will give us a little bit more insight as to what is going on here. The cover art looks really good, although it does look fake as well, so we'll see what the actual game looks like. And just yeah, I'm very intrigued. I'm very interested in this. I'm not going to expect it to be anything amazing, like just based off of the track record of Outright Games, but nonetheless, I'm always happy to see more SpongeBob out in the world when it comes to video games. And yeah, I'm going to keep track of this and let you all know what I find as time goes on. I'll definitely end up trying it because it's a Patrick Star game. Like, it just piques my interest based off of the concept alone, and the fact that it's an open world game just sounds even more interesting. I need to know what this is, like whether or not it's a surprising gem in a collection of shovelware, or if it's just like a terrible game. I think I'll have fun with it either way. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do y'all think about this game? Let me know if you're excited for it or if you're concerned about it, and just yeah, subscribe to RidersDX if you want to stay up to date, because I'll definitely talk more about this game as we get more information. But yeah, exciting times. The fall is looking to be a very packed season, I must say. Not only do you have Sonic and Shadow Generations, you also got Mario and Luigi Brothership, got Epic Mickey Rebrush, and now we're gonna toss a Patrick Star game into the mix. It's crazy. It's cray cray. But all right, y'all. This is Riders riding out.